Hey there, how's it going today? Have you ever done a wet, gritty road ride, a gravel ride, or pretty much any mountain bike ride? Grabbed your water bottle and looked down, it's covered with mud, grit, grime, or other animal byproducts that you really don't want inside your body. Or maybe you've done a mountain bike race or a gravel race and you've hit something so hard within the first 3 miles that you've ejected your water bottles and now you're going to be without water for the next 36 miles. It's not real pleasant, not real fun. We're going to talk about hydration packs and how to fix that, and my new favorite product coming right up. Stick around to the end or you're going to miss how to clean these things, how to dry them, and how to keep them healthy and happy for years to come. Okay, now, I think we can all agree that staying hydrated while you're out riding your bike is pretty important. And sometimes the water bottle cage designs on most bikes, being on the down tube or the seat tube, getting the road spray off the road from your tires, is going to cover them with grit, grime, and that other nasty stuff that we talked about a moment ago. And that's really not what you want. We can also probably agree that if you're going to wear a hydration pack, you're going to want something that fits you well, it doesn't bounce around, isn't constrictive and restricting your breathing, isn't too warm or anything of that like. This backpack here I've tried in the past for rides. I've used it for hiking and work-related purposes. It works out great for that. Just not so much for work. It bounced around too much, was too warm, and it just wasn't right, so I kind of shelved that whole project. For my birthday this year, my wife bought me the USWE Airborne 3 Race Edition backpack. The specs on it are pretty impressive. The backpack itself is 415 grams. The bladder holds 2 liters or 70 ounces of water. If you fill that full of water, it's about 2.5 pounds of water that you're putting into it. When you get the backpack, it's got one pocket that's permanently attached. This is good for your basic tools, tube, CO2 cartridges for trailside repairs if you're flat or something along those lines. A couple features that I really like about it. So if you can see this, there's a Velcro strap or tab that you want Velcro. That actually holds the bladder up towards the top so that when you start to empty, it doesn't slouch down. I kind of find that annoying. Some people may not, but I do. It also has a quick release, or what they call is a plug and play tubing adapter. So you push the button and you can disconnect your tubing. Now you can wash your bladder separate from your tubing and backpack and such. You don't have to really disassemble everything to get to your bladder to wash it. This does come with some other pockets or features you can put on it. There's a GoPro adapter that connects to the front. I have that set up on my backpack. I like that, and I'll talk about that here more in a second. They also have a cell phone pocket and just a regular pocket. Another cool feature too, and I haven't really experienced this on the other backpacks, is it's got a magnet. So if you get close to where you want to put the strap back in, it just connects back in, so your tube's not dangling all over the place and getting into the weeds or anything of that nature and getting snagged on things. Works out pretty well. You don't have to get it completely close either. It's a pretty strong magnet. As far as filling the bladder itself, the top kind of slides off to the side. You flip over one flap and then you open it up. The one thing that I did find that I kind of was a little bit confused on, it took me a minute to figure it out, was there's actually a little flap that you would get and you pull out and you'd be able to fill it up. That was kind of tight up against the seam, so it wasn't really clear where to pull on, and I was kind of worried at first that I was going to tear the thing apart. So just be aware of that. If you do get one of these, it's real close to the top that you're opening it. It's a good size opening. I've been able to use it to fill it with ice from my ice maker from the refrigerator, and then be able to get water into it to be able to go out and ride. Once you're done with it, just fold it back up, and then you would use the or clasp to close it back up, and then connect back up and throw inside your backpack, and then you're good to go. Okay, to get it fit to your body, it's pretty quick and simple. You're throwing it over your shoulders. And loosen up the side straps if you need to. Do up the clasp in the front. If it's too tight around your chest, there's 2 straps on the side. You unvelcro, get it adjusted where you want, and then 2 straps for the shoulders. Get it adjusted how high or low you want it on your back. Quick release, push the button, and it comes right off. Real nice. Okay, we'll move on to my setup. So as I said moments ago, I actually have a GoPro or action camera adapter or modular adapter in mine. It's pretty slick actually. So you would throw the backpack on, similar to the other. You're going to do up your quick release. And then there's another Velcro strap up top, which actually centers and stabilizes the GoPro adapter in your body. And then you're good to go. You can adjust it however you want as far as what angle you want. Works out pretty well. Cell phone pocket I put up here. There's also the hydration rack, if you can see it. It's off to the side. You can put gels or whatever into it. I haven't tested this out. I did find when I was putting this in, it's really tight. Maybe a little bit too tight actually, but who knows. They actually seem to come out pretty easily. Pretty comfortable. Once I've gotten this dialed in, I'm happy with it. It doesn't bounce around at all. One of the USWE big things as far as their marketing is they say no bounce, no dancing monkey on your back. I would say they've nailed it as far as that goes. I'm real happy with the build of it, the quality of it. It seems to work out. I'm going to continue to use it. I've used it a few times at this point, probably 4 or 5 times on a mountain bike training race. A pretty gnarly technical downhill thing that we have here in central New York. Buzzing around a cyclocross course. It's been comfortable, hasn't been overly warm. I think anything you put on your back is going to be warm. This isn't anything dramatic as far as I'm concerned. Okay, just a couple of quick tips on cleaning and drying out your hydration pack that you can use for pretty much any pack, not specific to this one obviously. If you're using strictly just water, you're going to want to drain it out as best you can from the pack. And then what usually I do is just open it up and then throw a bunch of balled up paper towels in it. Just fill it right up, doesn't matter how many you use, and then let it sit. And that'll dry your pack out pretty well. As far as the tubing itself, I would blow some air through it, whether you use your mouth or a compressor or something along that lines, just to get as much air into it to clean out the water and such, and you'll be good to go. If you're using something as far as a nutrition or hydration mix of some nature, you're going to want to make sure you clean it out real well. Use some Dawn dish detergent, throw it in there, seal it up, shake it around, run it through your hose when you empty it, and then clean out the hose. And then make sure you rinse it really well so you're not getting that Dawn dish detergent flavor while you're out riding and racing. And then use the same thing as far as the paper towels to keep it dried out. So that's all I have. Remember, this is video 5 in the Have You Ever series, which is tips, tricks, and hacks for new cyclists. If you're one of those folks, look up above, grab those videos, watch those videos, and hopefully you gain some information out of them. If you have any comments or suggestions, drop those in the comments down below. Really appreciate it when folks do that. Other than that, I am going to go out and ride my bike. See you.